So once you're happy with how your proof sheet looks, it's time to set up a print job for it. Yeah. Did I remind you to right click on the title bar of your Lightroom catalogue to double check you're working on the right one? Remember to do that every time. Okay, we can set up a print job. We're not actually going to print it, we're going to print it to a file or save it as a file. But you can see you can choose to print to a printing device or a JPEG file. I want you to choose printer as long as that's available to you. Sometimes if you're doing this from home, depending on the setup you've got, you may not get the option to create a PDF this way, in which case I will be happy with a JPEG, but try the PDF option if that's available to you. I'm going to suggest we use draft printing mode, but you can also untick that and go in and be very specific about how your job is prepared. We haven't really talked about printing resolutions and certainly haven't covered color management issues and so on yet. But you can do that within Lightroom, and it's actually quite a useful and powerful tool for outputting work for print. We won't do that. We'll choose the draft printing mode, and we'll go not to print because we don't have a hard copy printer attached. We'll go to printer and get a dialog box pop up that gives us a drop down option to save as PDF. Yeah. If for some reason, as I said, this save as PDF option isn't available to you, I am okay if you choose to print to a JPEG file, but I prefer the PDF. Yeah, so try that, see if that works on your setup. It'll definitely work at the CRT, on the CRT computers. May or may not on yours at home. Save as PDF, and then we can choose where to put it. And of course, it should go on your hard drive in your export folder and into one that you've already created specifically for your optimized project. PP underscore your name, first and surname please, underscore optimized, that's the name of the project. So everything is then organized, even if it gets dumped in a Dropbox for assessment, which is what I'm going to ask you to do. Click there and then give it a name, and you can call it proof sheet if you like, that's fine. All the rest is code within the file. If you like to have the extension on there, that's handy too. Macs tend to hide it sometimes from us. .pdf, and save it. It'll prepare a print job for you. It does this pretty quickly, and then we can go to our Finder and have a look at it. There's our hard drive, there's my export folder, there it is, and there's my proof sheet. I can open that with Adobe Acrobat if I'm on the Mac installation at CRT, or with Acrobat Viewer if I'm not, or Preview perhaps, or I can just press my space bar. Gives me a little quick on-screen preview of what I've got. So it's important that you organize your work very well. In your export folder, create a new folder with the name as specified in the assessment briefing, and start collecting your work into here. When we talk about creating web galleries and exporting your catalogue, they'll go into there as well, and that will form your assessment submission for this project.